Hello everyone, I'm Captain the Lord, and welcome back to another Rome 2 online siege battle. And today we have another 3v3 siege. We are at Athens, which I don't think I've shown before, which is a very cool map. Got this nice little temple up here. You can't actually go up here, but it looks pretty cool. And this nice little hill over here as an extra defense, but that's kind of away from the battle. Today we're just going to have an all-out assault on this wall right here. Yeah, this was sent in to me, but I was in this battle. I'm going to be commanding Bowie, but this was sent in by Marshal of the USSR. Marshal is getting to his army comp now. Marshall is going to be bringing Aravasi. He's going to be having a pretty even amount of painted warriors and Iberian swords. He brought his painted warriors as like the more elite infantry, and the Iberian swords as more of the throwaway. Then 4 units of Balearic slingers and a unit of noble horse for his general. Next we have Marius commanding Lusitani. He's going to be bringing 2 units of Lusitani nobles, 2 units of Balearic slingers, 2 units of Iberian slingers, a couple units of Lusitani swordswomen, then a lot of veteran shield warriors, which are a very good unit. Excuse me. Next we have Bowie. I'm going to be bringing Bowie. I have 4 units of Celtic bowmen, I think 5 units of Celtic warriors, a unit of Levy Freemen, 4 units of Axe Warriors, a unit of Oathsworn, and then 5 units of Sword Followers, I believe. And a Heavy Horse, if I didn't already mention it. Next, we'll go into attackers. We'll start with Arverni. Arverni is being brought by Big Disaster. He has 4 units of Gallic Hunters, 2 units of Celtic Warriors, 8 units of Chosen Swordsmen, 2 units of Levy Freemen, a unit of Celtic Ballista, and a unit of Oathsworn for his general. Next we have Tillis, who is being commanded by Mother. He's going to be bringing a noble horse for his general, 4 units of tribal warriors, 2 units of Oathsworn, 3 units of Celtic slingers, a unit of Celtic skirmishers, I think 3 units of Galathracians, yeah, I think like 3 units, and then 4 units of Celtic warriors and a unit of Levy Freemen. I think that's it for him. Then last we have Carthage, who is being brought by Pina Colada. He's going to be bringing 3 units of Iberian swords, 3 units of Scutari, 4 units of Gallic warriors, 2 units of late Libyan hoplites, 1 unit of Carthaginian ballista, 3 units of Cretan archers, 1 unit of Balearic slingers, and 2 units of Libyan infantry topped off with a unit of noble cavalry for his general, and a mercenary Celtic light horse over here. That was a lot. Okay, so I guess we'll just get into the battle here right away. It's a pretty short battle. It's only being 21 minutes long. Well, 22 technically, pretty close to 22. So yeah, it's gonna be very quick and short into the action. So it's always exciting. Here, me and Lusitani were anticipating a guerrilla deployment from the Arverni archers, and we were right. So we just positioned our archers up here and fire at will, and then we're gonna bring them down right after that. I didn't actually position my arty over here. I brought here because we were kind of planning on letting them in here, and I was planning on turning it around and just firing it manually into there. That might be a little scummy. I don't know. It just all depends on your views. But yeah, the plan is, like I said, to kind of let them in. They're going to try to hold these walls, but as you can see here, Aravasi is forming a nasty formation. What this is going to do is the enemy will pour into here, and it's going to expose their flanks on all, like, basically everywhere for slinger fire and just to be charged by these painted warriors, like, which I think I said it, but I'm not entirely sure. Painted warriors are like naked swords with javelins. They're such a good unit, and I think they cost around the same price. So yeah. Here we have the main assault pushing up. Carthage is being a little bit more hesitant. He's waiting for this ballista to go down, in which it did. It went down because he guerrilla deployed a unit of a siege tower here. Jeez, I can't speak. With one of our Verni's archers, he guerrilla deployed this, and as you can see, there's a scorpion up here, and it just fired into the backs of these guys, and it killed them off. That's an effective way to take out wall arty without actually having to use too many resources. I mean, yeah, he did use up a siege tower, but it's not really too important. They're gonna have plenty of siege towers and Tauruses to make some good breaches in the walls. Here there's a little bit of a kill box set up as well. It's to let them in, and we'll have a unit holding right here, and then we'll have some bowmen just fire into the backs of those units. Then once that's cleaned up, we'll charge around the flank of the enemy charging this way right here. I've always noticed this position to be a lot harder to take. Yeah, we'll see how that goes today. It just doesn't require a whole lot to hold. You have two choke points. You have this tower, staircase to hold, and you have this main road to hold, which really isn't a lot to do. So, I mean, I've seen successful attacks here many times. It's just a lot trickier to do in most places. They'll have probably a lot more success here. It's a lot more open ground for them to kind of push in, and like just more breach points for them to make. And there is nowhere that really they can hide here. The problem with going as Eravasi and as Lusitani is, yes, they have really good slingers, but they don't have archers that can fire at an arc. So basically, Carthage can just move up his archers here and fire at over the walls and just hit these lightly armored Lusitani soldiers. That would be my thought. If I was Carthage, I'd definitely bring archers up here and definitely target units like veteran shield warriors. They cost 710 or something like that. They have 50 attack. These guys are crazy good. They don't have a whole lot of armor, but if you leave them in melee, uncontested, like by skirmish fire, they'll rack up the kills very, very quickly. Here we have some Bloodic Slingers firing. I think he just forgot to turn them off fire at will, because I think they will stop here very soon. Yeah, oh no, getting another shot off. It is just into Celtic Warriors, so it might not be a worthwhile target, as veteran shield warriors can probably take down most of this unit with only taking a couple losses. Definitely will be able to win that. And all along here, just kind of waiting for the final tortoises to make the breaches, and now they're charging in. We have the first charge of Tillus coming in here. They're going to be met with a hail of javies from these oh gosh, what are they called? What, shield woman? I think it's called shield woman, I can't remember. Swordswoman, yeah, that's what they are. Getting a pretty nice charge into there. Swordswomen are good. They're just very cheap. They cost 10 more than Iberian swordsmen, and I've noticed that they can do quite well. We can just compare the stats right here. No, that's painted warriors. Never mind. Where are the Iberian swordsmen? 35, 35, 20, 60, and we have 45, 35, 10, and then 55. So they have more melee attack, it seems. Wait, what's their melee defense? They have less melee defense. I don't know. All I know is that they are a pretty solid unit. You just don't want them to get shot or anything. Here, these Celtic warriors are charging in and just getting obliterated and being shot at the flank. And then here as well, they're getting just melted down by Pila, already down to 98. You can see the amount of casualties they took just getting this charge off. So not good. They are engaging some Levy Freemen, so they will be able to cut through those guys. Levy Freemen aren't actually a bad unit to bring to a siege battle, and even land battles. They'll hold the ground, and they have a 25 bonus versus large, so they can do a lot of damage versus cavalry. Here they are breaking some Celtic Warriors. I thought that was the Galathracians for a sec. But they're just sending up more and more reinforcements, and there's nothing really stopping Tillus from doing this. I think pretty soon, though, the Lusitani and Arvasi are going to realize that this isn't going to work out, and so they're going to need to fall back. And Carthage is doing exactly what I suspected he would. He's just brought a unit of Cretan archers up here, and he's just firing into the backs of these Lusitani swordswomen, just absolutely melting through them. As you can see, very little armor, but nice little headsets there. Wait, is that metal on their head? No, okay. I didn't think it was. I didn't think they had an actual metal helmet. Over here, Arveri is being pushed back a tiny bit, but these chosen swordsmen will easily be able to cut through something like Levy Freemen and Celtic Warriors. So, not really much of a challenge for them. But if a supportive archer fire, that might get turned around a little bit. We'll just have to see. I think I did I sent my cav back over this way. I'm a little bit indecisive what to do with it. Just have to see if I see any real targets. Yeah, but right now there's nothing. They're protecting themselves pretty well, so props to them. And here's the fallback from Ervasi. And you can just see the flank that these slingers have, flanking shot I should say, these slingers have onto those Celtic warriors. You can see their kills just climbing so quickly. And I think this was some, yeah, Iberian swords engaging these Gallic Thracians. Gallic Thracians should be able to take that fight pretty single-handedly, but there's some painted warriors right back here, and right after these guys break, these guys can easily just charge in and finish off what's left of these Gallic Thracians, as they are taking a fair bit of casualties, down to 100, 109, not 109, 99. Oh yeah, taking a lot of casualties actually. I think some of that to do with the jabbies coming in from these painted warriors. And oh, he's actually gonna get charged. Nope, but he is able to get his charge bonus off. And these Gallic Thracians are just gonna drop so quickly. They will not win that fight. He did manage to get Frenzy off as well, so that'll just make these Gallic Thracians' death even quicker. So far, Tillus has done a pretty good job, though, at just clearing away some of these units and getting a foothold so far. And a foothold's a foothold. You can't really complain about that. Just still a more grindy fight. Just grinding down at each other. Celtic warriors and Iberian swords going against chosen swordsmen won't turn out so well, but I mean we'll be doing some damage. Celtic warriors actually have a pretty nice melee attack. I believe it's 34, 40. Yeah, no, 40 melee attack, and I probably can't see how much of that is AP. I think just like 6 of it's AP. 4 of it, okay, nah, not really good AP, but for some reason I thought they had some good AP going for them. But it's not bad for a sword unit. Yeah, slingers, they actually broke that unit of Celtic warriors, and now there's a unit of Gallic Thracians. Basically just Celtic warriors on steroids. Not really much. They got better shield. I think really it's just like minor increased stats all along the board. But nonetheless they're going to be just as vulnerable to slinger fire as Celtic warriors would be. And I am getting a little bit of lag. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it's just because the sheer amount of units. I'm not really sure. Because I think when mixture with my recording software also causes it to lag a little bit. Over here we are starting to break, and he's just overwhelming us with chosen swordsmen. But Ervasi did something really smart. He just positioned a unit of Balearic slingers up here to fire into the flank of these chosen swordsmen getting into the combat there. So some really nice work there, some good teamwork. Yeah, so good job. Why is he this is a little bit confusing to me, why he'd be so concerned about these veteran shield warriors that he's just exposing his flank like this. Honestly, it's not worth it to put so much into this, because a unit like Gallic Thracians will just get absolutely melted within 5 volleys from 2 Balearic slingers, which aren't firing at the moment. More Balearic slingers being brought up. They were firing. Oh, they still are firing into these Gallic warriors. Yeah, they'll be able to push him back pretty soundly. And he does have some, what is this, Iberian slingers? Yep. So Iberian slingers up on this wall, trying to just put some pressure, making him having to, making Carthage just a little bit more, wait, is he able to get, wait a second. I just see that. I swear that these, what? Oh wait, I think they are. I think these Iberian slingers are sneaking shots through that siege tower. Like, it's not even stopping anything. Yeah, look at that. Just not getting a whole lot of kills because these are just Iberian slingers. Basic slingers, what are they? Yeah, 20 missile attack compared to the Balearic's 29 missile attack. But still, you're going to be able to do some pretty nice damage there. And we did get a nice little hit there on Niardi. Just one piece, so nothing overly good, but still a start. Already paying for its problems. This wall already doing pretty good though. Bringing down just one of the ballista crew, just the ballistas in general, will go a long way. Yeah, I can see Tillus is just being absolutely cleaned up right now. I think he's just way over committing to this right here. He needs to divert his attention away from that and focus on other things. Maybe I don't know. And this is a tricky situation. There's not really much he can do, and he's down to really his tribal warriors at this point. And same over here, Arverni is just committing everything to this fight, and it's all or nothing really. And he's starting to break through a bit. And you can see some Celtic warriors here breaking, and some Axe warriors having to come down from this wall. But they're just, the problem with this is these Axe warriors are coming down, yeah. He's just going to expose the flanks of these chosen swords to the bowmen and just getting absolutely wrecked. And you can see there's 2-3 units of healthy chosen swords. Well, this unit isn't really healthy, it's at 91. So yeah, having some really big problems there. But he still does have his RDA left, so that's at least something. Oh, okay, so Carthage moved up a unit of his Balearic Slingers up here. I don't know if they quite have range on anything of too much value. Maybe something like right here, the Veteran Shield Warriors. Oh god, this is not good. He tried to flank a unit of tribal warriors around these Veteran Shields. And this is going to be even worse for him. You can see the numbers just dropping drastically. That's not good at all. Yeah, just getting focused down. I think it's mostly the Balearic Slingers of Erebasi. These guys have to have racked up a good kill. Oh my gosh, yeah, 289, 124, 42. Let's see here, 11, 58. Yeah, not bad at all. There's also some slingers up at this gate, just throwing down straight into these tribal warriors down here. Yeah, I'll be doing some really nice damage. Tribals being the infamous unit with 95 armor for a middle tier unit. Slingers will do a good job of bringing them down because they do have that nice AP going for them. I'd imagine these guys are pretty soon going to be out of ammo, so even if he does lose this gatehouse and they get charged, it's not a huge loss. More and more just being committed by Arverni. He's just committing really just whatever he has left. These Balearics, they probably did a ton of damage as well. Yeah, 116. This is kind of bad. He did manage to sneak his archers in. There's not really a whole lot we can do to contest them. And yeah, Celtic bowmen will lose to these. But for the most part, I think we've pushed back our archers. I have one up here, just getting some good shots into the backs of these guys down here. Oh no, just shooting some shots straight down here. So yeah, not looking too good for Arverni there. And Carthage is pushing in, but oh yeah, I remember this. So this was a really big mistake. He pushed up his artillery with a couple units of infantry, but then the Erebasi and Lusitani saw this, and they just completely closed their trap down and just charged everything they had, and it really just was too much for Carthage to handle. And now he's having to just commit everything, and his arty crew is gone, so that's a huge loss. I don't think it really did a whole lot. I might be able to see how much kills it got. Yeah, 35, not paying for itself there. And yeah, he's just committing everything, but he's just got surrounded. Really just pushed in on all fronts, and then just I don't even know how to really say it. The trap just closed in and just absolutely butchered most of Carthage's infantry. He's down to really his archers and some units of Iberian swordsmen. They're like a sword thorax, Thurio spear. A swordsman version of a Thurio spear. I did try to charge out my cav, didn't really get any good opportunities there, so I charged him out. His noble horse is being pretty persistent. I was trying to go after this unit of Arty. I don't know why it's lagging like that. Yeah, but I was trying to go after that unit of Arty, but wasn't successful. He's guarding it pretty well with, Levy Freeman and noble horse. Yeah, just these little lag spikes coming every now and then. It might just be just like the amount of just orders coming off and all the infantry. It mixes with like something with my recording software. Might have to adjust settings or something. He's committed his noble horse. I think he cleaned up the Celtic light horse there. Yeah, and you can. Oh no, there's the end of the Celtic light horse. Some Lusitani nobles and 2 units of painted warrior. No, a unit of painted warriors and Iberian swordsmen closing in on these tribals. Yeah, it's not looking good for Carthage and Tillus. They're gonna have to rely on Arverni over here breaking through. But I still have a good bit of reserve because all I needed to do was really just hold a couple spots here, and that was it. So it wasn't really a whole lot required of me. So really, it all goes to Lusitani and Eravasi. They did everything in this battle. They didn't even really need me. I just depleted veteran shield wars. I bet these guys have so much kills. Yeah, 207. And they're probably still getting a good bit of kills, but they are getting jabbied by these Iberian swordsmen. And painted ones charging them. No, not painted ones. Those are the Iceni shock troop. Painted warriors is what I mean. Wait, what did he use there? Relentless. I'm not familiar with that. Might be like a DLC ability, but I've never seen that before, so yeah, Relentless, I've never seen that. But either way, yeah, Carthage is being cleaned up, and now his archers are in trouble, but he does have Libyan infantry there to support him. More archers being chased down, and there's really not enough infantry to keep back all of this Eravasi and Lusitani units. There's this unit of Gallic warriors, Iberian swords. Iberian swords kind of have them surrounded there. Not surrounded, but they're got their flanks. I think that the Gallic warriors might be able to punch their way through that. And over here, yeah, just what's left of Arverni. And as you can see, he's moving up his ballista, but all he has left is holding. All he has left holding back here is some Levy Freemen, and they're getting shot at the flank. I thought, no. But I'm clearing the streets a little bit because I do not want to be fired at by the RD. RD is a big concern of mine. So I'm going to have to cut through these Levy Freemen in order to get to this unit of Celtic Ballista. And he is firing there. That's painful to watch. I'm kind of going to hit on his own RD and Levy Freeman killing them. But yeah, they've almost entirely been pushed out of the city. And balance of power is shifting really heavily in the side of the defenders. So a really good battle and a quick to the action fight as well. Very, very fast paced. So it's always good to see those. Normally you just see a slow grind and just like whoever can micro a little bit better. But this was just really just a massacre on both sides. Got some Cretans up here firing down at some Iberian swords. Yeah, but oh, some sword followers coming over here to help. Yeah, there's not really much left to help with though. They're pushing this flank as well. So yeah, and Artie is in trouble and is gonna be taken down. Still the noble horse out here, just keeping this. No, heavy horse out here keeping this noble horse occupied. Wait, how much kills these slingers get? 102. I thought they've gotten a little bit more. But yeah, so a really good fight there. Really enjoyed this one. It's good, you know, sorry, I'm looking for the words. It's good, always good looking at these Rome 2 replays. Like I said in the past, I've loved doing Rome 2. It's probably my favorite Total War game, at least for multiplayer at least. So yeah, always enjoy doing this stuff. And here, he has his Celtic Ballista trapped between these two archers. Archers are gonna defend him with their lives. And that was a little bit of a kind of pushed through those guys a little bit, but it's over. It doesn't matter. That's not going to change anything. Eravasi still has so much left. Lusitani kind of was a bit of a meat shield for the most part, but Eravasi he probably has so much kills in some of his guys as well. And his noble horse about to rack up some more kills here. See how much they have. 168, yeah, and they're gonna start climbing even quicker. And yeah, so I think that's really it. This Oathsworn, that's gonna be in trouble, but it's gonna break due to army losses. Got 246 kills and only lost 50 guys, so that's pretty good. But it's not gonna be enough for it's not gonna be enough to save it. So yeah, really good fight there. Athens, you would think it'd be an easy settlement to attack on. I think you have to spread out a little bit more, but for the most part, like, attacking here is suicidal. Attacking here is definitely suicidal. Attacking here, you can just create kill boxes very easily. So it really is quite a tricky map to attack on, but I don't know. Good battle either way, and I enjoyed that one. We'll look at the battle results here, and wow, yeah, Lusitani and Eravasi carrying the defense there. Let's take a look at my kills first. I didn't really get a whole lot done. Axe Warriors did okay. Celtic Warriors did alright. So my Bowmen, the ones that really used up their ammo. But I really didn't have to commit a whole lot of my army. My elites were kind of just sitting back. Marshall the USR did absolutely insane. He took the second most losses and got the most kills. You can see his slingers all getting over 100, doing really, really good there. Iberian swordsman, one almost getting 100, which would have been really good if they did. His general getting 233. And painted warriors just absolutely wrecking. One of them getting 202 kills, and it had a little bit more than half of its units left. So yeah, that's proper use right there. Marius, wow. So yeah, really good skills with his Lusitani nobles, an absolutely ridiculous unit. His Balearics did really good, oddly getting the same amount of kills as Iberians did alright. His Lusitani swordswoman getting a lot of kills across the board there. And along with his veteran shield warriors that weren't being focused down. I think these two were, but the other ones all got over 100. One of them even getting 217, which is ridiculous. That's a lot of really good kills. Pina Colada, his army, he got the second most kills for the attack. Some of his Scutari doing pretty good, and Gallic warriors, Iberian swords, and all of his skirmishers doing exceptionally well. But other than that, not really a whole lot was able to be done. He just kind of got surrounded there at the end. Big disaster. Yeah, his chosen swords did pretty good. One of them getting 230, and his general getting 282, and his archers doing all right. Well, actually doing really well. One of them got focused down early on, but most part he did pretty good there. And then Tillis, I think Tillis just had struggles just with the slingers. He got focused down really hardcore, but still, his tribals were able to get 122, 171, and 137, and his Oathsworn 187, 106. That just shows how good those units are. And even Galathracian is getting 156. So yeah, Tillis is obviously a really good faction, but some of his other units just weren't able to cut it. Alright guys, well, thank you for watching the battle. I know I really enjoyed this one. I just love doing Rome 2 battles in general, so if you have any battles, make sure to send them my way, and I'll make sure to give them a look. And if you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.